What up, y'all? It's Jay Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in. How y'all doing out there, man? Hope you guys are having a great day. But hip-hop artist Juelz Santana, hey, one of my favorites, man. I always been rooting for Juelz. Big fan of the Dipset movement. And they just brought that swag and all that, next level-ish originality to the game, in my opinion. But we know Juelz did a bid, I forget exactly when he touched down. He had to go away for a little while. And he recently just sat down for an epic interview, like real talk. If you guys didn't watch the whole podcast, go tap into it. But they asked him, like, yo, what was the circumstances? Like, how did it all go down that you got knocked at the airport like that and everything? And people, y'all, right away, right off the rip, when that all went down, I said, man, Juelz was high or something. He flucked up, you know what I mean? Running around, getting high, trying to keep himself level-headed and not be sick. It was my opinion, because Juelz had been flucking with them opiates for a minute, started with that lididididine,
And I think a lot of artists, that drink lean or you even do pills and stuff will kind of tell you that. Yeah. I don't know how to. It's just like with other stuff that say the shit I don't do, like these psychedelic drugs, fucking mushrooms.
Right.
What does it do for them guys who paint? They get there and they paint. It takes them places, right?
Very true.
I mean, it is.
Like that nigga had to be on mushrooms right there. Whoever
did that, right?
Whoever did that was hot.
Right now, this is it though. This is the I can't feel my face takeover.
Yes.
This is the lifestyle, fly stoners. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The open, because I'm not sure if I've ever seen you address this situation.
What's up?
Or you probably have,
anything,
but not directly like this. What happened at the airport, y'all? Because
what you want, the simple version or the long version?
We into whatever version you want to give.
Alright, I'm gonna go both. The simple version is got high and forgot and picked up the wrong bag. I mean, it don't get no more simple than that. For those who think I'm stupid enough to take a gun to the airport knowingly, that shows me how stupid you are more than how stupid I am, because nobody in their right mind is just getting up, taking a gun to the airport. I couldn't pay my wildest nigga to do shit like that. So, I was high. It was a long night. I was supposed to catch one flight. I missed that flight. And my man Black Dawn had already flew out there.
For the BX?
Yeah, my man Black Dawn, Damon.
Yeah, my nigga.
He had already flew out there. I actually had a booking in Starless that night for the same amount of money that I was getting paid. Yeah, in Starless, Queens. For that night. For the same amount of money I was getting paid in San Francisco. But the only thing was my man Black had already flew out there. And I missed that flight. That, and on top of that, the same dudes who was booking me for that show had booked me for the following day. So
double bagging.
Yeah, so I'm like, I ain't going to just stay cool. I gotta go out here. I'm flying, being fast, speeding. Make a long story short, the night before, I had a video shoot, right? That's like, say one of your dudes paid me for a song to get on the song. You know what I'm saying? Some cash, some under the table shit. You know what I mean? I do the joint.
We love the under the table.
Yeah, under the table money's always real good.
It's
real
fantastic.
Nice. Brown paper
That's
bag.
under the table money right now. Let's
bring
go.
some, bring it.
Yeah.
But so he had a video shoot, so I knew him, but I didn't really know the guys who was gonna be at the video. So I take the little pocket rocket with me. So what I mean, I go up there dolo. I'm like, I'm not really gonna call on my guys because it's gonna be too much. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I take the pocket rocket with me. I go, change my clothes, got the Supreme bag. I'm like, everything's cool. Put the joint in the bag that I got. Get back home that night, put the bag down. Wake up from a long night, being high, cool. Gotta go to the airport, miss one flight. Cool. Grab that bag, throw some clothes in there. The gun was so small because it was a small joint.
I'm about to ask, when you picked up the bag, you ain't filled?
It was a small joint, real small. Dylan's a two-shot joint. You know what I mean? That's that back him off me. I'm just trying to get him off me. Just back up. You know what I'm saying? Back up, man. Listen, chill out. You know what I mean? So, boom. No, I didn't feel nothing in the bag. I went to the airport. Like I said, I wish I could show y'all the footage. Like, I didn't run out. People, all the memes. That's all cool. That's funny. It's cool. It's cute. Whatever. But the story is, I went, I'm in Newark Airport. The girls coming up to me, what's in your bag? What's in your bag? I'm like, ain't nothing in my bag.
Are these black girls?
Yeah. Okay. So they know, they like, what's in your bag? I'm like, ain't nothing in my bag. There's nothing in my bag. Go ahead, search my bag. I'm telling them this. The camera showed me standing there. If I'm thinking it was a gun,
usually black
because
folks like, run, nigga.
I still don't remember.
Yeah.
It still hasn't clicked to me.
What a
The
bad
gun is in
y'all
my
in
bag.
y'all.
I don't know the y'all is in the y'all. Nah, for real. So I'm standing there, cool. The girl come back to me like, yo, what's in your bag? I'm like, ain't nothing in my bag. I think I'm missing my flight. At the time, I was drinking a lean, so I usually...
You thought it was something in your
I thought it was a pineapple soda. That's really what because you know, they don't have the pineapple sodas in the airport.
The Jamaican from jerk chicken?
And it's a regular Fanta soda. I always take those to the airport because they don't sell them in the airport.
I like pineapple sodas too. Continue.
You know, that's what I do.
I'm into this.
At the time, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good mixture for the fixture. You know what I'm saying? When you get on a plane, you want to go to sleep. You know, that's what I thought. I'm thinking I'm left a little 20-ounce soda in there, but that wasn't the case. Right. I'm just telling you why I was standing there not giving a fuck.
Right.
Boom. They said, police got to come search your bag, the high authorities. I said, high authorities? Why? You know what I mean? This is weird. Mind you, I had a ticket in Jersey, a guest appearance ticket that I didn't follow up with. And I was, you know,
or you was pissed
no, just a regular a driving ticket.
Oh, okay.
In Jersey.
Right.
You know, in Jersey, though, when you don't appear, they put out a warrant for a ticket, for those who don't know. So I had a warrant in Jersey.
From Jersey.
I had a warrant in Jersey that I knew about, but I was going to take care of it. It was a little bullshit warrant. When they said high authorities is coming, I still don't know it's a gun in my bag. I left the airport because I'm thinking they're going to run my name and see I got a warrant for this bullshit and take me in for the weekend. I kindly walk out the airport. I asked the TSA, yo, how I get out of here? They said, go that way. I start walking. My bag's is still stuck in the thing. I'm walking. I'm going. I get out. I get in the car. I hear on the radio, Juelz Santana flees Newark Airport after they found a gun in the bag. I'm like, nah, they ain't find no. I get to the house. I'm start looking for the little joint. Where's the little joint at? Now I'm panicking. Now it's panic time. It's panic hour. You know what I'm saying? I just took a nap. My wife called me. She's seeing everything. Everybody saying, she was out skating with the kids. She came to the house. What the fuck?
So y'all heard it, man. Like, real talk, that's exactly what happened. Exactly what Juelz said. You know, he had to go out to the West Coast somewhere. He was booked. But it was wild. He said at the same time, he had some kind of appearance or some kind of gig to do in New York for the same money, like locally, the New York, New Jersey area. But out there on the West, someone he was going to work with had already flown out there. And then to top it off, another appearance or gig got booked for the next day. So it was like a twofer. He had to go out there and get that money, you know. But, you know, he wasn't level-headed. He wasn't clear-minded. You heard him, had some kind of video or something he did recently prior to going to the airport or whatever, with just in a couple of days, where he needed to have that dang on him. You heard him, just to, not to put him down, just to keep him up off me, a 2-shot Dillinger or whatever, and forgot about it, forgot that it was in the bag. And, you know, he claimed he didn't even know what it was at the time when he left until he saw it on the news. Ain't that crazy? And real talk, like I said, I've always been rooting for Juelz. Like, I can't stress that enough, how much of a fan I was of Juelz and the Dipset movement. Like, real talk, it was really next level. And I feel like a lot of people felt that way as well when we saw Cam and Juelz debut, and Jimmy too, with the Old Boy video. And we're like, yo, Dude on the Hook was nice too, you know what I'm saying? Which I guess previously Dipset had already appeared on the Camron SDE album, Sports, Drugs, and Entertainment. But I don't know that they were necessarily called Dipset yet. I'm not sure. But when Dipset really took off, really premiered to the people, to the masses, like on a major level, was Camron, Come Home With Me, The Rock, you know? One more for Cam for taking over The Rock, right? You know what I'm saying? And I had always been rooting for Juelz, but it just got crazy. Like, music stopped dropping. I mean, I know there was a lot of disputes, internal-ish going on with Dipset over the years, and Juelz ended up over there at Def Jam, and Jay-Z was in charge, and they still had, those kind of politics going on with that beef and everything. I don't know if that played a part in stalling out Juelz's career, but it was just like, man, like, what happened? We always heard about this Lil Wayne album that never ended up coming out, but it always just seemed like such a goddamn shame to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Juelz is the truth, and I don't know, his career didn't get nowhere near where it was supposed to. And, people have always kind of theorized that him flucking around, getting high, pouring up that syrup, taking pills and all that played a major factor in it. And just before, on the same interview, he spoke about the airport incident. They had asked him about that, like, Juelz, what's the deal with you drinking lean? As we know, it was widely known to the people because when there was that friction going on with Dipset, Camron in an interview stated, Juelz, what did he say? He had like a mini fridge stocked up with little bottles of Hawaiian Punch and lean, all portioned out and ready to go. And I think Cam even said he called Juelz's mom and was like, yo, we worried about your son, man. We got to get him straight. You know what I mean? So we've always it's kind of been a widely discussed thing. Like, man, why did Santana kind of fall off or just not seem that active? And they asked him, did the lean play a factor? And he admitted to using the lean and everything like that and the opiates, but he was saying, no, it didn't. That he was disciplined about the way he did his ish or whatever. And he also went on to say, like, musically, the lean put an artist with a vibe to it. He started pointing out a piece of art that was in the studio, or Nori did, and he was saying, like, yeah, like, that guy probably was tapping into psychedelics and mushrooms and all that. Like, it can give you that vibe and be artistic. And he compared that to the music side of things, and I believe that. Like, we used to hear Future talking about that, right? But then when Future kicked the lean, he didn't want to share with the people that he was clean. Now, like, I don't know, come on, y'all. Come on, Future. That ain't cool. You know what I mean? Everyone want to glamorize this ish to the youth, but don't want to let people know how bad it got. Like, yeah, I couldn't get out of bed and was shit in my pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to share that, and they should. They should share the hardships and all the fluckery and the way your life falls apart when you're flucking with that ish. Like, people think just because celebrities got money, it's all good. Like, nah, if anything, that can make it get even more out of control. You know what I mean? Because you just constantly upping your dose because you got that bread for that. You know what I'm saying? So it spirals out of control even worse at times. So basically what I'm saying is Juelz said that didn't really play a factor, but then right after, you heard him when they asked him about this. Oh, I was high, and I felt like it affected, I don't know, I feel like it had affected him for sure. You guys comment, let me know what y'all think. As always, anyone who taps into the J Coffee Talk platform, when it comes to substances and ish like that, we try to keep it all the way real, keep it a buck. How it goes down, flucking with that ish, especially the opiates. And then, you flip it to nowadays where there's that toxic poison Fenty Wap in the streets, even in them pills that people be getting, you know what I mean? Killing people. So it's just not that time to be out here flucking around. And Juelz actually got knocked with a couple pills as well in that bag with the strap. But I don't know. He says he's good nowadays. He's focused. He's promoting this cannabis brand that I Can't Feel My Face-ish. It's kind of wild, though, because the name or the mascot or whatever to his cannabis brand he kept referring to during this interview. He was calling him the baby. It's some kind of animated-ish. And Nori was saying, yo, like, when he was doing a cannabis brand, consultants and whatnot, because he was trying to do some animated-ish as well with it. And Nori said that they told him, nah, we don't want to do that because it's look like it'll speak to the youth, and we don't want to be doing that, and it'll look like we're trying to sell weed to kids. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Juelz did what he did. It's called The Baby. I thought that's kind of wild because there's a rapper, Da Baby, but I don't know. I guess he's moving with that anyways, but he's trying to do this cannabis brand. I know he just made an appearance on the Jim Jones We Set the Trends music, so that's lit. But I'm just hoping to see more from Juelz. Like, get back active, man. Stay off that ish. Like, I don't know, I kind of wonder, like, comment and let me know what you guys think, because basically what I'm saying is Juelz downplayed his drug use, but then he's flat out saying he went to prison because of the drug use. Lost, 27 months? He said he did 19 out of 27, 2 years, 3 months of his life, strictly because of a dumb decision from being high and just, being in that pilled out, leaned out, syruped out days. Like, you know what I mean? So he's trying to downplay it. And as I stated when he was talking about how he kept Ish under control and all that, he downplays it, but then he's saying that when he got knocked, he was still drinking the Ish. He thought maybe it was just a pineapple soda that was in there. So it kind of almost leads me to believe that Juelz was fucking with that Ish all the way till he went to jail, meaning that that's the only reason he stopped doing it. So I don't know. Hopefully he's over it. If he's not, like, yo, Juelz, get on them strips, bro. Get yourself on the Suboxone program or something. Clean yourself up. We want to see you win out here. You feel me? So comment, let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Did you call this as well? Like, you already knew what it was when Juelz got bagged up? Were you on the same type of thought process as Jay Coffee Talk, where you were like, oh, Juelz was in there high, forgot he had the strap in the bag? Did you call it off the rip day one? And what do you think of his career, his music? Are you rooting for him on the comeback? Let's break it all down, discuss it all in them comments. I thank y'all again for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. Sub to the channel. More content coming. It's Jay Coffee Talk, blogging music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more. And I'm gone.